And welcome back to another short video clip from Gunnersbury Park, and you're with Chris, the park manager, and here today we're at the bathhouse, which is one of the oldest buildings in the park, somewhere where Princess Amelia used to hang out. And this is a Mediterranean garden which has been planted here now for 5 years. Really beginning to establish. It's predominantly made up of shrubs, evergreen shrubs, variegated shrubs, but all with one thing in common: from Mediterranean regions of the world. These kind of shrubs are predominantly from the European Mediterranean region, and they are great plants. They've adapted to very dry conditions and they need a lot of light, and they prefer dry, arid soil, and that's what this south facing slope gives them, and they are positively thriving, you can see. So we'll just have a walk around and look at some of these great plants. Immediately down here I get quite excited by the bulbous Iris germanicas, and you can see those buds budding up very nicely. They'll be out probably, if this heat keeps up, over the weekend. Lovely irises. That's one of the few kind of like herbaceous plants that we have here. And you can see from the path how, as the shrubs are starting to establish, they're growing over the path, softening those hard edges. And there's the beautiful bathhouse. And then as we come along, this pink plant is Tamarix, and it's kind of like you find them in coastal regions, really, on the sea. It forms a small tree, really, but it's made up of lots of little flowers. Really popular with the bees, but it's a little bit windy today for the bees, so I think they're probably down somewhere else. And then as we move along, we come to Genista hispanica, which is the Spanish gorse. It's a little bit more compact than our gorse, really thorny, full of nectar, and actually I can see lots of solitary bees on here. So it's great for pollinators, and it's great as a nesting habitat because it's so thorny and compact. And that is the Spanish gorse. Wonderful plant. And then as we come through, you've got Filaria angustifolia, which is in the olive family. Just a great landscaping plant. Very vertical, gives a nice vertical accent, evergreen. Inconspicuous scented flowers. You can maybe just see them down there, what's left of them. So you never see the flowers, but you can certainly smell them. And then coming along the corner is a Herbaceous Euphorbia, and this is Euphorbia robii. This will grow and colonize anywhere. Deep shade, open sun, brilliant plant. All the seeds germinate, and it has very vigorous rhizomes. And there's our lovely Corton steel sign, Princess Amelia's bathhouse. Beautiful, huh? And then you can see the white broom, an iconic Mediterranean plant. And as we pan across, there is another one. This is a favourite of bees. Nearly went flying then. There we go. And that's the white broom. Real good for pollinators. And then you've got a lovely combination of the white broom and the Spanish gorse, just fighting it out for space. And next to it you've got something quite unusual. I don't know if you can see the flower buds on this, that little spiky thing, it's like a pineapple. There we are. And that's the Moroccan Broom, and it has these lovely lovely yellow flowers, and they really smell very strongly of pineapples. So it's a great plant. And as we go back, there's your bog standard Privet, which is just great as an evergreen foil. Another Tamarix, and something that I do get quite excited about. It's not that unusual, but it's not often seen, is the foxglove tree. And you can just see those foxglove-like flowers forming on it. It's a great plant, covered in purple foxglove-like flowers. And the great thing is you can kind of have this even in a small yard, because it responds very well to stooling, and that's when you cut it back quite low to the ground, and it produces massive leaves, giving a really nice lush jungly effect. And that's Paulownia tomentosa. And there we are, more Spanish gorse. And if the sun will allow it, I will pan around to Cercis siliquastrum. And it's worth coming over to the Mediterranean borders here by the bathhouse just to have a look at this. It's very unusual in that the flowers flower straight off the bark. And it's called the Judas tree because apparently Judas was supposed to have hanged himself from it. And then in America, more commonly, they call it the redbud. So there we are, a lovely Cupressus Italian cypress, beautiful tree. And this is a lesser known part of the gardens. Not everyone comes here, it's a little bit out of the way, but it's a sun trap. It's got great views across everywhere else, and it's nice and secluded as well. You've got some nice spots to sit. And that is the Mediterranean garden next to the bathhouse. And tomorrow, hopefully, we will be visiting the sunny rockery, which has got lots of unusual plants maybe for you to experiment with at home. Let us know any questions you've got, gardening or otherwise, and have a great day.